In this video, we will talk about a detail that has very important health benefits. A food that is a cure for many diseases. But the main point we need to pay attention to here is how and to what extent we should use it and which diseases it cures. We will talk about bone marrow and its broth. Once you learn its benefits, you will never exclude it from your tables again. Experts state that consuming a glass of bone broth with marrow daily strengthens the immune system, repairs the intestinal wall, and supports stem cells, thereby providing health and beauty benefits. They emphasize that bone broth with marrow must be prepared using the correct method to take advantage of all these effects. Bone marrow, the spongy tissue in the center of the bone, is called bone marrow. The bone marrow of animals such as cows and lambs is frequently featured in world cuisine. The taste of bone marrow is mild and slightly sweet. It is generally consumed as a soup. Nowadays, it is often served with toasted bread. If you like animal products, you might fall in love with the taste of bone marrow. Yes, now let's move on to its benefits. It is quite important to frequently consume certain nutrients for the health of the human body. One of these is bone marrow broth. Bone marrow broth, used in different ways, is generally consumed by adding it to dishes. Benefits of bone marrow broth. The collagen, chondroitin, and glucosamine found in bone broth strengthen the weakened cartilage tissue. Therefore, it has great benefits for bone health. It ensures the rapid healing of wounds resulting from surgery or serious accidents. Bone broth provides protection for the skin against aging. The arginine amino acid it contains slows down the weight gain process by halting inflammation mechanisms. It makes it easier to get through periods of illness. Symptoms of depression, reduces and changes the mood. Yes, it is very beneficial for brain health. The presence of high amounts of fat-soluble vitamins A and K2 in the bone marrow helps protect against damage from toxins that cause degenerative conditions such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's in the brain. Yes, structures such as red blood cells, white blood cells, and stem cells produced within the bone marrow are fundamental substances for the continuation of vital activities. Bone broth, because it contains these substances, it encompasses their benefits. It has properties such as cell regeneration and system regulation. Drinking beef bone broth helps in the regeneration of existing cells in our body. Additionally, due to its regulatory effect, it provides healing for problems such as a disrupted digestive system. Beef bone broth, which is rich in calcium vitamins that strengthen bones. If you want to take precautions against diseases such as osteoporosis, leg pain, and meniscus that are encountered with aging, be sure to consume beef bone broth. Additionally, as it is a high source of fiber, it helps in strengthening your muscles. As we have emphasized, beef bone broth is a very healthy food. But there is usually a perception that healthy foods taste bad. You can break this perception with beef bone broth. Another reason is that beef bone broth does not contain any additives, colorants, flavorings, or preservatives. Therefore, you can use it with peace of mind in all the dishes and sauces you make for yourself and your loved ones. Prevents diseases. Beef marrow bone broth strengthens your immunity, making you more resistant to illnesses. It is a product that is frequently preferred, especially during the transition period, to supplementary food for babies. It strengthens your baby's immunity and, in addition, supports the development of structures such as teeth and bones, which are made of protein. It contains a high collagen ratio. Collagen, an incredibly beneficial substance, is also quite difficult to obtain and an expensive product. However, beef bone broth, due to its high collagen content and cost effectiveness, stands as the best alternative in the market. Collagen is particularly used against aging. It enhances your skin health, strengthens you, and alleviates various joint and leg pains. How is bone broth used? Bone broth can be consumed in different ways. There is no clear information about the amount of consumption, but it is suitable to consume an average of 1 tea glass per day. You can add it to your soups, rice, and stewed dishes. For example, you can make a wonderful pilaf with cumin, bulgur, parsley, and bone broth. After a busy day, you can drink a hot cup with some lemon at night to help you relax. If the taste is not to your liking, you can add different spices to enhance the flavor. As long as it's not too much, you can add salt, black pepper, garlic, turmeric, ginger, and red pepper flakes. Simmer for 12 hours at a candlelight consistency. Bone broth should preferably be prepared from large livestock. Boil the animal's marrow bones with some meat. When the water starts to boil, reduce the heat to a candlelight level. After boiling for 6 hours in this manner, remove the bones. After boiling in this manner, remove the bones. After boiling in this manner, remove the bones and strip off the meat. Strip off the meat. From this stage, put the bones back into the same water and pour a glass of vinegar over them. Then boil for another 12 hours. From this stage, put the bones back into the same water and pour a glass of vinegar over them. Then boil for another 12 hours. From this stage, put the bones back into the same water and pour a glass of vinegar over them. Then boil for another 12 hours. From this stage, put the bones back into the same water and pour a glass of vinegar over them. Then boil for another 12 hours. Throw it into the same water and pour a glass of vinegar over it and boil for another 12 hours. The bone broth, which reaches a jelly-like consistency through the cooking process. By placing it in paper cups, it is possible to store it in the refrigerator. Bone broth can stay fresh for 3 to 6 months in the freezer and for 7 days in the refrigerator without spoiling. It is very important to consume a glass of water a day.